Hi, I'm Penny from Source Coffee, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Fusion range of machines from Nestle. There's a bean to cup version available and also a soluble version. Both of the models have to be plumbed into a mains water feed with an inline water filter connected. I will first talk about the instant machine. So internally there is a hot chocolate canister, a milk canister which will actually hold a kilo bag of product in each. You have 2 coffee canisters for the soluble Nestle product, and also there's a decaffeinated option on there which doesn't come as standard on the machine, however it can be programmed in upon order free of charge. It has 3 mixing bowls within the machine and just the pipe which you'll see that it's quite simple, which therefore means that it's really easy to use and maintain. Both machines have a touch screen and there are 12 drinks options available, including a hot water portion for your tea. There is also the option to have a decaffeinated coffee programmed into the machine. So upon installation there'll be an extra tab on the bottom of the screen which you would just touch, and it will take you onto a second screen which will have 8 further drinks on there which will all be made with a decaffeinated product. The soluble coffee version of the Fusion machine will take approximately 11 seconds to dispense from touching the button to it finishing. So moving on to the bean to cup version of the Fusion machine, you just pop the door open. You'll see inside you've got quite a large capacity bean hopper. Then there's a chocolate canister, a milk canister, and again there's an option to have a decaf Nescafe product in there. So in comparison to the soluble version of the machine, on the bean to cup there's only 2 mixing bowls for the dried products, and then to the left of the machine you'll see that there's actually a bean hopper, your brewer unit and your coffee grinder. There's also a waste bin at the foot of this machine, which is where all your coffee grounds will drop into. However, you can see it's quite large, so it will hold up to 100 coffee pucks in there before it needs to be emptied, and then you've got your drip tray. Also, in addition to the Nestle Fusion range of machines, we also have the S range, which are a touchless screen. So you basically hover your finger above the drink of your choice and it will produce the drink without having to actually physically touch the machine. All of these machines are available to purchase or lease. There's a 12-month maintenance contract provided with the machines. However, there is also the option to extend the maintenance contract to cover years 2 and 3 at an additional cost, which also includes your replacement water filters every 12 months. The mixing bowls on the Fusion model of machines are extremely easy to clean. We recommend that they're cleaned once a week by stripping them off and cleaning them under some warm water. There is also a rinse button on the display screen, so you can just tap that and it will actually rinse a portion of hot water through each mixing bowl, so you can do that daily just to keep things flowing and clean through the machine. But today I'll show you how to remove a mixing bowl so as you can give it a good clean under the tap. So if you firstly lift the lid on the machine, you'll see that there's some small shutters on the actual dispense of the product. So if you just pop those shut, this prevents any product from falling out through the chutes once the canisters have been lifted from the machine. So you just lift the products from the machine and just pop them on the side. And then there's a little orange lever. So if you flick that clockwise and just give this a wiggle, and the whole section will come out. Just pop the dispense out, and then this breaks down just so it can be cleaned under some warm water. Just please ensure that when they're washed that you dry them properly. Usually I would recommend that you do them at the end of service, and then they can just be left on the drainer overnight until they're completely dry, and then just pop them back in. There's also a section on the machine which whips. It's actually the whipper motor. This spins at quite high velocity and mixes the product with the warm water, so it produces your nice frothy drink. So this will need to be wiped as well with a warm damp cloth. And then just to pop that back on again, if you just locate it back into the correct position, there's a little tube here that needs to sit into this slot, which is where the hot water comes through. Just pop that back in, make sure it's all securely in place, and then just clip that section back down again. And then just ensure that you pop that back into there, the tube back into the correct place. That's all clipped in. And then just pop your canisters back in. So when you have all of the cleaning bowls cleaned and replaced and located back in the correct position, just ensure that you lift the shutters, the product shutters up again. This just means that, see, you'll be getting your products back in your drink